And lately, by the tavern door agape, came stealing through the dusk an angel shape, bearing a vessel on his shoulder, and he bid me taste of it, and 'twas the grape. The grape that can, with logic absolute, the 2 and 70 jarring sex confute. The subtle alchemist that in a trice life's leaden metal into gold transmute. Let the 2 and 70 sects, all told, diverge in their tales of myth-takes so old. One draught of alchemia wine cures all ills, transforming life's leaden dross into gold. A thirst I quench and drench in wine's romance, which troubles not heaven's glance, perchance. Did the all-seeing's thoughts not grant the chance? Then God's all-knowing is but ignorance. If wine they forbid, then naught for whose sake, and of no companions life's ills to shake, nor the genial company prolonged, seems those who drink are of reason wide awake. Maybe this, maybe that of a god, on and on of worn ideas long trod, trying to show nature's not what it does, spouting this and that dust into the sod. They bless the needed soul with the holy kiss of life, being this of which to replace us with. For what did natural selection ever do in vain, spending so extravagantly on the higher brain? Oh man, what a piece of work, the mind, what noble deeds done and undone in kind, what Rube Goldberg inventions heaped upon, in the layers of brains the mind is made upon. What is this sapiens mammal animal but of some slime and of brutish law? Let us neglect this state of affaring on the grounds that it is unappealing. We are spun of the eternal golden braid, those windings of truth, love, and beauty, made from the goodness of purity immortal, the theory of everything's singular portal. What is man but the special chosen species for which all the plants grow and the waters reach, for which the earth turns round and orbits, enabling us to thrive above any and all creation? What is man but the only bloom for which all the 13.7 billion years of evolution and love have occurred in a predetermined random yeast to form and flower such a vainglorious beast? It's ever on forever's edge that we meet our destiny, that in our temporary parentheses of eternity we would flourish for just a moment, bidden as the blossoms of perfection's flower garden. 100 trillion stars and countless shores were built to light our universal nights explored. 40 million other lower species too the all-might placed about our world, merely for our delight. Our name is writ large on the heavens marquee, in the supernovae stardust showered from thee. From nothing not he came, but of a naught, our own universe was made and ever wrought. A starring role we play in this reality show, every atom spinning around for us to know, our ancestors rising and falling for us to stand upon. Oh man, they lived and died for our own promise. Every shaft of light shines with us in mind. Thus it beams forth our beginning and our end, in and of God's hidden and heavenly shrine. O life, we cherish being that of yours and mine. We do so much deserve reward beyond this role. And so it is that one's immortal spirit soul, that angelic vapor that drives a living being, will go forth to glory on behind the scene. We are not merely some mammally organic luck, but purposely evolved on this planet near a star in an intended long and winding mindless birth. Of slowly drifting time, dust, and selection by death that ever sifted the sapiens from the rest. Now why's the soul so true, and so far with it faith goes? It's because one so much wishes it to be what knows.
One need not look where there is no light, for being alive is the very meaning of life. Living life is the sparkle that gleams so bright. Why parade in the dark when all here's so right? We're constructed from the stuff of stars grand, through life's history recorded in strands of DNA, both recent and older, these parts conducted to play as a band. All that we are we owe to time, death, and stars. Truly from the stars cometh our help. Within a star's heart, matter transforms itself and gives off energy. This is why the stars shine. Something ever is and must be, for nothing cannot. Energy restrained by time paces the way a lot, this gate neither frozen nor totally reactive to be, forming all and any that is possible eventually. For those of us who ignore life's romance, ignorance like shadow has no substance. The shade is removed by the light within. Feel the rhythm of the universal dance.
We do so much deserve reward beyond this role. And so it is that one's immortal spirit soul, that angelic vapor that drives a living being, wilt go forth to glory on behind the scene. We are not merely some mammally organic luck, but purposely evolved on this planet near a star, in an intended long and winding mindless birth, of slowly drifting time, dust, and selection by death that ever sifted the sapiens from the rest. Now why's the soul so true, and so far with it faith goes? It's because one so much wishes it to be what knows. I looked in on the 72 sects and heard but the karma of the barking dogma. Some Hindus, Buddhists, Christians, and Jews wondered what stories they should choose. Even thought they'd already so many chosen, they just didn't want to keep notions so frozen. So they met to merge the postulations into one, thinking that this might be a whole lot of fun. In our hypothesis, there is just the only one. Well, our conception is a multitude of many some. Well, we'll partway meet. There's only the Holy One. Nah, the odds of that are over 3 million to 1. Buddha of us was one, so of gods there are none. A human above all that now's not seen by the sun. Holy Jesus of our one God was his son. He lit mankind's darkness with light of the sun. No, Jewish Jesus was not of any nature divine, but was just a mere man much ahead of his time. This you all should know, being there at the time. Look at our history singing old biblical rhymes. All is not real, so what is this great big fuss? Retreat back to where it's all at to slow the rush. Oh God's universe and creatures are so real, and that is why we're making this very big deal. In the afterlife, we in hell or heaven reside. Not so fast, for in between these realms we lie. And if you in this testing life don't do so well, you'll have so many subhuman tales to tell. Reason arrived. Possibility reigned way then back before. There's nothing even holy about all that. 'Tis all made up, those many fabrications made. So just let it all be, for this is what existence bade. One need not look where there is no light, for being alive is the very meaning of life. Living life is the sparkle that gleams so bright. Why parade in the dark when all here's so right? We're constructed from the stuff of stars grand, through life's history recorded in strands of DNA, both recent and older, these parts conducted to play as a band. All that we are we owe to time, death, and stars. Truly from the stars cometh our help. Within a star's heart, matter transforms itself and gives off energy. This is why the stars shine. Something ever is and must be, for nothing cannot. Energy restrained by time paces the way a lot. This gate neither frozen nor totally reactive to be, forming all and any that is possible eventually.
Today there are 2 days about which we needn't ask, the one that hasn't come and the one that's past. For we live in the paradisal now, in which each moment is eternally vast. The unborn future is inherent in the past. Its will be is real, with no unreal contrast class. As there's no opposite to existence, no nil. It's not just that the future is going to exist. The moment contains eternal reward. Both past and future are rolled there inward. Time never passes, it stays as it is. Still, it is ceaselessly moving onward. Take the road of eventually towards someday. Turn back at the fork of maybe and perhaps. Past the winding path where it could have been, then you've arrived in the land of never. March, April, spring will reign as we may there, between June and her sister September, then prolong the fall till November come December, when we can sweet remember. Life, although anguishing, must be lived fully. Yet if we're alive enough to feel its beauty, then we're exposed to its opposite twin. Yes, beauty's other side is melancholy.